Hey guys, Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com. Today I want to share this fun note card with you. It says, I'm happy you're in my life. This was our card for Coffee and a Card today. And there's kind of a story behind this card that I'd like to tell you as I work through the card with you. Let's talk about the Stampin' Up! Supplies that you'll need to make this card, and then I'll tell you a story. Alright, so my stamp sets for this card are from Stampin' Up! Soft Sayings Card Kit. We're using this awesome stamp set that comes with the Soft Sayings Card Kit. I'm having so much fun putting this kit together. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to share it with you because it is so many cards. And watching me stamp all these cards might be like watching paint dry. The Soft Sayings Card Kit has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 designs, 2 of each design, and it is an all-inclusive kit. Comes with the ink, the stamps, and everything you need to make 20 cards. So we're going to borrow the stamp set out of that Soft Sayings Card Kit. I'm also using the Stampin' Up! Flying Home stamp set. And here's where the story comes in. Flying Home will be available for you to order January 3rd. This is a really special stamp set to me because this is the stamp set that Stampin' Up! Gave the leaders who attended On Stage in Salt Lake City last week. Today I wanted to share this little card with you and share my gratitude for my team, my kitchenettes. You guys are amazing. My customers, I have the best Stampin' Up! Customers, and I wanted to share my gratitude with my family, my husband, my children, my mother, my aunt, all of you who have supported me and helped me as I've earned the position of leader within Stampin' Up! So this is a special set to me because it was rewarded to me because I'm a leader. And so let me tell you some more as we get going here. Let me look at these consumable supplies that you need. So this is our card base. It's powder pink and it's 8.5 by 5.5. As usual, all the supplies, measurements, every full color photo will be listed for you and ready at kitchentablestamper.com. There's a clickable link where you can just pull up the project sheet. I've got some whole lot of lovely designer series paper. You can find this in Stampin' Up's 2017-18 annual catalog. I just love this designer series paper. And these are, let's see here, the polka dot piece is 3/4 by 4.5. The stripe is 5/8 by 5.25, and the floral is 1/2 by 4. I've got the largest stitched circle cut from Whisper White, and this is a 3-inch circle, and the coordinating scallop from the layering circles, and that is 3 1/8 inch scallop. Okay, I've got my Stampin Blends. I love these. They're currently available as a customer pre-order, and that's what I thought I would share with you today as we color this image that's not quite available for you yet. The Stampin Blends are available individual or in pairs. So here I have a pair. This is Pool Party, and there's a light shade and a dark shade, or you can get them individually. Like here we're using the Daffodil Delight, and this is the light shade. But I got a couple of pairs, I got a couple of individuals. So the light Daffodil Delight, Pool Party in both shades. I've got Crumb Cake in the light and the dark shade. And then my Pirouette Pink in light shade. And this is Old Olive, and this is the light shade. That's what we're gonna use. I've got some Wink of Stella. My Stampin' Pads for this project. We've got Powder Pink, and then I've got Memento. Memento is your best choice of ink with the Stampin' Blends. There is a pre-order right now that you can get in on. Stampin' Up! Is bringing out the blends in the New Occasions catalog, but they started a pre-order this month. You can get one marker for $4.50. You can get the combo for $9, or you can get all the markers. There's 12 colors, 24 markers, there's 2 skin tones and a color lifter, and that is $121.50. There's also a new stamp set called Color Me Happy, and a kit that goes with these. So if you haven't seen that yet, buzz over to kitchentablestamper.com for this blog post. You'll get the project sheet for this and all the information on the Stampin Blends pre-order too. Okay, so let's start stamping and I'll tell you the rest of my story. Just 2 days ago, Stampin Up revealed the global top 250 demonstrators in Stampin Up. And these numbers were calculated as of September 30th. At that time, I had been a demonstrator with Stampin Up for 11 months, and I ranked 240 in the globe. So out of all Stampin Up demonstrators in the whole world, about 50,000 demonstrators, I am number 240 with less than a year in the company. And I have to say, I'm stunned and I'm humbled. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm making these cards, and I'm making multiples because I am sending them to my kitchenettes. I'm so happier in my life is the sentiment. It's a little sneak peek at some new product that's coming for them. And I'm just so grateful for my kitchenettes. They're the reason why I am considered a leader in Stampin Up. Stampin Up also released their top 150 US demonstrators. So of all the demonstrators in the United States, I rank 124. And like I said, it's stunning and it's humbling, and I'm just so grateful. Right now I'm coloring in with the blends here, and I'm just going to use these markers like any other marker, because these you can do all kinds of fun blending techniques, and you can layer the colors and mix them up and really add dimension. But what I love about the blends is you can also use them as a marker, and you can just color in, and you can get beautiful results without any streaks or without any lines. Anybody can color like a professional with the Stampin Blends. They're smooth and they're saturated, and they just make an absolutely beautiful image on the paper. All right, so Memento is a non-reactive ink, so it's not reacting with the alcohol ink. And you can see I'm just using the light pink for the roof and some of the flowers. I'm gonna do all the leaves with the old olive, and I'm just using a little bullet end and just touching some color into each one of these leaves. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to finish all this foliage, and then I'm gonna cut back in so you don't have to see me color all the green, okay? But it's just color in just like you'd use any other marker, and wait till you see how beautiful it's going to look. Okay, I'm back and I've colored in nearly all of the old olive leaves. Look how pretty they are. Now we're gonna move to the Daffodil Delight. This is the light Daffodil Delight, and I'm gonna color all these little blooms here. Now, while I'm coloring in these blooms, I'd like to share with you just a little bit more. On stage is always a time when Stampin' Up! Demonstrators really consider what their future looks like and with Stampin' Up! And they kind of reassess goals and things like that. And I wanted to share that my goal since the beginning of the year has been to promote to gold by December 31st. And one of the things that I need to do to promote to gold is bring 2 more kitchenettes onto the team. So I'm making a few extra cards, and I thought I'd use this time while I show you the Stampin' Blends to make it appeal to you. I changed to the light pool party here, and I'm gonna color in my bird. And if you've considered Stampin' Up! And you've got any questions, if you're looking for a great team to join with wonderful women who are just so willing to share and go the journey with you, then I'd like to invite you to join the kitchenette. And I would love to send you one of these cards to welcome you to the team. All right, so I've done my little pool party bird, put a little accent on the flower there. Let me go back to the pink pirouette. I've got about a month and a half left in the year to reach my goal and need to bring in 2 more demonstrators. So if you've got questions, if you'd like to talk about what it's like to be a demonstrator, if you'd like to hear about on stage, if you've got questions about the starter kit or anything Stampin' Up, I'd love to chat with you. So you can email me, marisa@kitchentablestamper.com, and we can talk about what it's like to be a demonstrator and what it's like to be a part of the kitchenettes. All right, so can you see that? I just colored in all those little bits just with 1 layer of color, no fancy blending, but look at how smooth and beautiful that is. All right, let's get our tools here and we'll put together this card. So I've got my bone folder and my powder pink card base here, and we're gonna put a nice crease in the top of this card. And then let's get some snail adhesive. I wanna put these designer series paper on because they'll give me a good landmark for where to stamp my greeting and my leaves. So I'm just putting a little bit of snail on each of the designer series papers. And then I'm gonna use one of my little samples. Let's get it back in here so you can see what we're making. Because I've already figured out where the sentiment fits and how to kind of line up those random looking leaves. So we're gonna add our designer series paper stripe. And then we'll do the polka dots, leaving just a small gap. And now the floral. We're gonna layer them up pretty. We're going to stamp the greeting, "I'm happy you're in my life," right up against the bottom of that designer series paper. And we'll layer a little scallop in here, kind of dry fit, because we want to see where we want these leaves to go. One's going to come right up off the bottom here. And then I want 2 so that they're kind of peeking out from under the scallop. So I'll move the scallop and stamp. I like that. I want this one to poke out just a little bit more. Looking good. And then I want one to peek out right over here. One to come down from the top. And then one to come down from the corner. So there's our little spatter of leaves. Okay. I've got my dimensionals and I'm going to put a few on the back of this birdhouse panel. I don't like sinky cards, so I'm using quite a few. All right, we'll center that in our basic black scallop and use some snail adhesive to adhere that to the card base. Okay, keep the scrap that you die cut this stitched circle out of because we're going to stamp one little bitty bird on the corner there with the Memento ink. I didn't get a good image. I'm gonna stamp it again. There it is, that's a good one. And we're gonna color that bird with the light pool party. Just color in, nice and easy. And a bit of the light daffodil delight for the birdie's beak. Now I'm gonna fussy cut that little guy out. All right, you could absolutely just stamp this bitty bird right directly on the circle there if you wanted to, but I like the little bit of extra dimension that popping it up offers. So I've got a half of a mini dimensional and I'm going to pop this little birdie right up on this circle panel. How sweet is that? All right, a little bit of embellishment here. I've got a wink of Stella glitter pen and it's subtle, but it's beautiful. I'm gonna put some on both of my little birds and on each of the little blooms. I'm doing just the center of this pink and yellow bloom, and then all these little yellow and pink ones. Not the leaves though, just the flowers. You can do as much or as little as you like, of course. And then the thing that I really love is right here, and you can't maybe see it on the video camera, but it makes a stunning little detail in real life. We're going to just trace over these powder pink leaves that we stamped on the powder pink cardstock, and we're going to give them the tiniest little bit of shimmer, and it's just such a beautiful and subtle detail. All right, so I won't finish that one up right now on video. Here's our finished samples. There we go. I'm so happy you're in my life, and I feel that way about all of my subscribers and my customers, my kitchenettes and my awesome support team. You guys, I am just so humbled and so shocked and so grateful. If you've got questions about Stampin' Up, about joining the kitchenettes, if there's anything that I can do to help you stay crafty, email me, marisa@kitchentablestamper.com. Thanks for watching.